Daddy doesn't have any problem getting his farts out, you know what I mean? Especially after Taco Tuesday. Hello.
And whose team is this? Is this your team? Or is this your daddy's team?
Thanks for listening to Dad Mode Podcast. Common sense parenting in a politically correct world. Here's your host, Andy Carlson.
Welcome back to the Dad Mode Podcast, Common Sense Parenting in a Politically Correct World. I'm your host, Andy Carlson, at Andy Carlson Show on the Twitter machine. I'm a father, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but you don't either there, little man, Tom Cruise style. So let's try and learn something together today. Today is actually a very special little Dad Mode podcast, because I usually record with Nick, except then I miscounted, and then I realized I didn't have a Friday episode. So basically, I am recording while I'm sitting here with the little Mugsy. Yeah, I got the little headset on, and she's in her little, was it pack and play? Rock and play? One of the two. We just had a little baba breast milk, and we just had a butt change, and yeah, it's a very impromptu guerrilla dad mode, and I feel like this should be more what the show is about. You know what I mean? We'll throw in some just random episode. I wonder if you can hear it cooing in the background. It's kind of cute. Actually, here you go. All right, so I've quickly learned that as a father, when you want your kid, even a toddler or an infant, to do something, that they'll do the opposite. So hence she was cooing very cutely until I put the microphone in front of her, and then afterwards, nah, not so much. But yeah, Uncle Nick is the best. I love doing episodes with him. But I feel like just some off the cuff, guerrilla episodes every now and then should suffice, and should be in the rotation. Besides having guests on and talking to Nick. So that's what we're doing. My guest right now is Mugsy at the Mugsy Show on Twitter. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine, though? Actually, I wonder if the Mugsy Show is taken, because that would be kind of ridiculous. Anyways, she is just very cute right now, recording on a Friday. She's in her Vikings gear because it is Purple Friday, and the Vikings are playing the Dallas Cowboys Saturday in the 17,000th preseason game of the preseason. And it's just going on. This is sort of our day so far. This is going to be our setup. I can do almost all of my work from home, which is a nice little flexibility that I know isn't afforded to a lot of parents, and I definitely don't take that lightly or for granted. So during the day, when the wife is at work, I'm watching Mugsy, which is nice because, well, number one, dollars and cents wise, it saves a ton on childcare, because like in our former daycare episode, that was 2 weeks ago, something like that, just the prices of quality childcare and even not so quality childcare is ridiculous, almost to the point of being prohibitive, especially for young couples who are just getting started in their career. And I understand that, especially with young kids, they do take a lot of effort from the child supervisors. It's like a 6-month-old is much different than a 6-year-old, because 6-year-old can play with other kids, entertain themselves, doesn't need their butt change unless mommy was definitely putting on the brakes and stuff like that. But I mean, it's just so damn expensive. And then you see these young couples who work in entry-level jobs or even like retail hourly jobs, and they have 2 to 3 kids with them, and it's just like, unless grandpa or grandma or great aunt Shirley is watching these kids all day, I don't know how they can afford it, and that's ridiculous. And I know a lot of families do have relatives watching the kids. We don't have that luxury since we live pretty far away from Crystal's parents, and then my parental situation, not so much. Yeah, but that's I'm sure that's a conversation for my psychiatrist someday. Yeah, all that other good stuff. I just want to make this episode just kind of a grab bag episode of parental stuff, and the first one is diapers. All right, so diapers is something that I never changed a diaper before I changed Mugsy's first diaper right when she came out of the womb. So it's something where I just never really had interest. I had several opportunities to change diapers on a baby as a kid, but it just never interested me? Question mark. Yeah, and I guess I should qualify. I never had like a babysitting job. I never had little brothers and sisters. I never had little cousins that I'd take care of growing up. So yeah, I guess you kind of see why I never changed a diaper. And even as we got older, I married Crystal, and her siblings had kids. Uncle Andy ain't changing no diapers. Ain't no, I got time for that. I think I'll have a beer instead. But then when Mugsy came around, I probably changed maybe. Let's see, she's been here for almost 3 months. I've probably changed 300 diapers, 400 diapers, maybe. Something like that. I've gotten pretty good at it. I'm not going to lie. Because first off, the baby powder thing, that's the whole back in the day stereotypical. You give the baby like a big old thing, a big old whoosh, a baby powder when you change a diaper. Apparently that's bad now because like the little baby powder dust particles get in the baby's lungs. Oh, she's talking. Hold on. Say something. Okay, so that's strike two as far as trying to get her to say something on microphone. Yeah, baby's a little frustrated. But diapers, back to the diapers. What am I talking about? So we tried out this triple paste cream, the whole $20 a jar. There better be like a golden nugget or like a $30 bill. Sorry, a $20 bill at the bottom of this jar because I don't see why this is so damn expensive. Yeah, that didn't work. It did not work for us, at least. I know that other couples, their kids, they're really receptive to the triple paste cream, especially when they get diaper rash and stuff. But we kind of found out that Mugsy was starting to get a rash, and we put on the triple paste cream, and then the rash kept continuing, and then we stopped, and then the rash went away. So it's almost like she had a minor rash, but then the triple paste kept it going. All right, so she's talking now again. All right, so that's strike three on Mugsy. You're out. So it's like she knows to stop talking whenever the mini microphone is put in her face, and also she knows to stop smiling once the camera's on her. When someone whips out a cell phone, tries to take a picture of her, because all of her, and now she's cooing again. There you go. Because all of her pictures, it's very rare to get a picture of her smiling, and all of her pictures so far look like the cover of Vibe magazine. With all the rappers who don't smile. Yeah, all that stuff. Sorry, where was I? Oh, diapers and triple paste cream. So I found that straight up Wipies and Up and Up or Pampers have been our brands. Oh, hi, baby. Hi. Okay. We'll put. All right, so some real time parenting. Okay, she's back on the bottle. Mama's back on the sauce again. So with the diapers, we found that the Up and Up brand, Target brand diapers have been the best. Pampers is, I feel like Pampers and Up is relatively interchangeable. We go with the Up and Up because, they're like a third of the price less than Pampers, which ain't nothing wrong with that. And, if two items are comparable, Ty's going to go to the cheaper one. It just happens. We didn't have great luck with Pampers or Loves or the Walmart brand. And again, that's not to disparage those brands because we know that we're in a very litigious society nowadays in our PC world, and they could sue for defamation. How dare you say that our diapers didn't work as well with our daughter as Pampers or Up and Up? How dare you, Sarah? We're going to sue you into next week. Yeah. Just didn't work for us. Just wasn't us. We were prone to getting blown out. We were porn? Is that a Freudian slip? Probably not. We were prone to blowouts with the other brands that will remain nameless, even though I already named them. So, yeah, wasn't really our bag. Now, when it comes to formula's been a big thing. The wife likes to breastfeed, and I think that's the way to go because I'm not saying that I've gone to several different motherly blogs, but it just makes the most sense, doesn't it? I mean, babies have been raised via breast milk since the dawn of man. And, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I mean, why not? If you can breastfeed and the baby can get enough, that's the way to go. Because one, it it's breast milk is basically a superfood. I mean, just ask bodybuilders who are buying like black market Brazilian breast milk so they can get their pump on. That's the way to go. And also, going back to the diapers, it makes your poop not stink. I mean, that's how perfect breast milk is that there's literally no waste that comes through the human body. So the there isn't all this excess that comes out in the diaper, which is kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie. But we have been supplementing with formula. I mean, the wife pumps and we feed her the breast milk as much as we can, but she's such a little piggy. She is such a little piggy, and we're on to the formula now. Now, we started off with Similac and Enfamil and the Up and Up brand. We sort of did the Pepsi challenge with all of them. We ended up settling on the Up and Up because one, she reacted similarly to all of them. Actually, she didn't like Similac too much. And of course, when all things are equal, Ty goes to the cheap one. Yeah, baby. And we went with the Gentle, which is different than the name is blanking on me. I'm staring at the back of the container right now. I just can't think of it. But the purple Up and Up formula, the Gentle, as opposed to the orange box, which I want to say is, God, it's gonna bug me now. But she's a purple girl for life. The orange one didn't take, but she's been having a little bit of gas trouble, which I guess is relatively normal with babies. But I feel so bad because she gets so wound up and she throws like a mini tantrum when she can't get her farts out. Which, if she knew her daddy, well, she knows her daddy, but you know what I mean. Daddy doesn't have any problem getting his farts out, you know what I mean? Especially after Taco Tuesday. Hello. But we've been trying to avoid using gas drops too much because, the parents that always gives their kid gas drops or the grape water or even slips them a little bit of the children's Tylenol, the liquid stuff, even though they don't have any symptoms, just kind of take the edge off the child a little bit. Now, not saying that's right, not saying that's wrong, not saying otherwise, but yeah. I think it's more the wife's input because between you and me, if this is back in the 1800s and we didn't have 24-hour news cycle and social media and the whole hashtag social media mafia that will come after you for doing anything out of line, little rum on the gums or a little bourbon on the gums to help with teething or maybe help the kid fall asleep. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that this is acceptable behavior nowadays today, blah, blah, blah. But, I'd probably go for it. And, if the wife is out of town, the baby's a little fussy. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to give my child alcohol. But, I'm just kidding. All right, so she's feeding again, and she, like we said, she's almost 3 months. I want to say she's about 12 pounds her last checkup. I want to say she's up to like 15 pounds now, because she is becoming like a little Maurice Jones-Drew bowling ball type body, like maybe even Michael Turner. Like she is solid, and I really like that the baby's starting to become more. Like massive, I guess would be the term, and she's starting to hold up her head pretty well. I mean, she's definitely can't stabilize it by herself, but it's definitely a lot better than when she was a newborn. And this is gonna be fun. She's starting to get the age where and she loves tummy time. She's probably gonna start crawling, and then that's fun time. That's rough housing with daddy time. Playing on the carpet and all that good stuff. And I'm really excited for stuff like that because I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I feel like I'm just a big kid at heart, and once we get into our house and we might get a pool in the back and we got our play set, and I mean I'm just gonna have a lot of fun with this kid. playing outside on the weekends and nights, and taking her for walks at the park. Again, that's another huge bonus about being able to work at home, being able to work nights and weekends on your own schedule, because during the day, a little Tuesday action, a little impromptu Valley Fair trip. Mugsy, what do you say? Hey, what you say? Or hey, twins are playing an afternoon matinee on Get Out of Town Day, so yeah, why don't we stop in? Yeah, and again, that's going to be just beautiful flexibility that a lot of parents don't have. I don't take it for granted. Well, I guess unless you're like a school teacher or something, then you have all the summers off, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. All right, so State Fair is here, and everyone, their mom is, talking about, oh, the deep fried this and the deep fried that. Now, full disclosure, I like the idea of the State Fair, and I maybe go, I don't know, once every 3 years, once every 4 years, because I'm not a huge fair guy. I'm not a huge gathering guy. I feel like they're all kind of the same, but I know Mugsy will want to, go to them as a kid because, that's what you want to do when you're a kid. And I know my parents took me to the State Fair a couple times when I was a kid as well, but the whole parking is redonkulous. Crowds are redonkulous. You got drunk people hanging around all the time. You got all this bad food, and even though it's fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I think I'm slightly agoraphobic because that's actually one of the reasons why I don't like going to many sporting events or concerts either, because like crowds just bug me. All right, and especially with sports, and especially NFL and college football, there's too many drunk a-holes around that it just makes sense to watch on TV. Where I have my 16-inch television, I got my own chair, I got my own beer in the fridge that doesn't cost $8 a pop, and I have my own beautiful bathroom that doesn't have a fat-ass Packers fan vomiting in it. So that's also a win, 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 win. Anyways, back to kid stuff. But yeah, it'll be nice to, when she's a little bit older, we can just take a random Wednesday, or Thursday, not opening day for the fair, and then just show up and rock out. Way better than the weekends. Oh my God, because the weekends are ridiculous. And she's up to eating, I want to say, about 16 ounces of breast milk and formula a day. And that's a lot, isn't it? I don't know. It just seems kind of like a lot. And just working out. I'm excited to, once she gets onto solid foods, and because, we're not going to be the whole, my child only gets organic, preservative free, blah, 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 free range, gluten-free nonsense, all that crap, but no. But we are going to make our own baby food. We got a little mini baby bullet, and we also have an awesome just regular sized food processor. And I'm excited to try different things because we're not overly health Nazis, but we tried to keep it clean. We like cooking at home. We like cooking with whole ingredients, whole foods, like real food. You know what I mean? And just being able to toss a little bit of avocado and a little chicken and brown rice in the puree thing and whip it up, and she might love that. And babies love avocados, and it'll just be good to get her on a good start of eating real clean foods, and it's better than, oh my God. So we were watching a Netflix food documentary because that's what old married people with children do on Friday nights. So I don't remember the name of this one. I want to say it might have been Food Matters, where they're following the story of these three different kids who had weight issues. And one of them was, I want to say, southern Florida, or it might have been Mississippi, where this girl who was part of a weight loss program at the school being run by a teacher. And the kid was talking about how she became obese, growing up eating all these chips and sodas and fast food and yada yada. And she was talking about when she was a kid, like 6 months old, that her mom would melt down Jello and put it in a bottle so that she could have it. Like, are you kidding me? That is, I'm not going to be one to judge parenting styles. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But there's like a handful of things that is straight up stupid. And melting down the whole Jello, which is basically just sugar and sugar anyways, and then like dye number 5. I mean, that's probably not fantastic for kids either. And just melting it down, putting it in a bottle, and there you go, baby. Best of luck to you. Try not to end up looking like an offensive lineman by the time you're 16. Not really the best path. Not really the best path for that kid taking off. Oh, can we get her on? Hi. 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 Hey, baby. All right, now Mugsy's starting to fuss again. Oh, not really fuss, just talking. Hi. Talkie. You want to say hi now? All right, so that's strike 4 on Mugsy. Now, this is how I'm going to get her to calm down. Like, if she ever starts fussing again, I'll just put a microphone in her face. Got nothing to say, got no comment. You're not just going to filibuster me like Tom Brady, Derek Jeter. There you go. All right, well, I should probably wrap this up because Mugsy's almost done with her bottle. She sounds like she's starting to get a little fussy. Probably make another one because baby is going to be a linebacker the way that she eats. She eats like Brian Cushing except without the whole, you know. You know. Don't act like you don't know. A good way to support the show is on Amazon. Just go to dadmodepod.com, click through our Amazon link, bookmark it, and every time you go to buy Amazon, just click your little bookmark and just shop like you normally do. Buy your little baby onesies, buy your baby formula, buy your diapers in bulk, buy your wipes in bulk, which is something that we definitely do, because basically, if you have something that you're going to wipe your ass and throw away, you want it to be as cheap as possible, let's be honest. So go on Amazon and do that, and make sure to use our link, and we'll get a little taste. We'll get a little beak wetting, as it were, and we'll keep our little ship moving forward. Because, yeah, dad mode. Yeah, our numbers are growing, and hopefully you guys don't mind listening to us. Hopefully, even though Uncle Nick has started the show, I hope that you put up with me today. That's perfectly fine. But we're gone. Until next time, be a man, be a father, go dad mode. Love you long time. Amazon.
Think the episode you just heard is worth $1? Well, send it our way. Visit dadmodepod.com/support to find out how. Be a man, be a father. Go dad mode. The music is created and produced by deeB. To hear more of his tracks, visit soundcloud.com/deeB.